Welcome to the breathing and phrasing section of the How Do I page of Simply Flute. Now, breathing correctly for flute playing is just as important as making a good sound. And that good sound can only really be materialized and achieved if we have a clear idea of what we're doing with our breathing. We need to understand that whilst blowing air into the flute can actually create sound, that sound can only come alive if we've got our breathing sorted out. In so much of the music that we have to play, we might find that we're actually playing a phrase and blowing air out for 10 seconds or more. And of course, the first question we have to ask is when in your everyday life would you blow air out for 10 seconds or more? And of course, the answer is rarely, if ever, at all. So it therefore follows that the intake of air also needs to be incredibly special if we're going to bring interest to the sound and the music that we're playing. We really do need to think about breathing diagonally when we're playing flute. So we're pulling the air in, drawing that air in through our mouths, but aiming for somewhere halfway down our back, a part of the lungs which we rarely use unless we're coughing. We can then use the nearby muscles like bellows for a fire to propel that air upwards and out into the flute. But hang on a minute. We get our air to our lips. It then has to travel across a chasm, which looks so small, but which I refer to as the Grand Canyon of our flute playing. But then, depending on what note you're playing, that air, once it's created the sound here, then has to travel along the flute to the first speaker key. And if it's a low note, that speaker key is going to be even further from here to here than from here to here. It therefore follows there needs to be immense energy in the process. In reality, this is all a part of flute gym, and we need to constantly work on this particular discipline if we're going to be able to communicate our sound and our emotions to those listening to us. And of course, sound is a crucial part of our flute playing. And this is also something where we need to focus on exactly what we're doing with our lips. The combination of incredibly well thought through breathing and the perfect embouchure will give us our voice.